Hey guys, it's Keel. Welcome back to Keel's Corner. Happy New Year. I'm out walking my dog Buster. I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone today. You've seen enough of my office, so I figured you could enjoy me here on this walk. I wanted to talk to you today about New Year's resolutions. I think that this time of year everybody loves to kind of set that goal for the next year. It's January, and they want to let the past be the past. This is a new year, got a new calendar, and I'm just going to make some changes that are going to make me a better person. And I think that's fantastic. I just think that people go about it the wrong way. So where I think that people could be more successful is if they start at the end. I think people set really unmotivating tasks and goals for the year without the overarching concept of why they're trying to do it. People say things like, I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to quit smoking, or I want to learn a foreign language, I want to run a marathon. And those are all fantastic goals in their own right. But unfortunately, those aren't very motivating. So when it's dark, it's early, you're tired, you're cold, you're beaten up, and you're just like, God, I'm tired, work's killing me. And those if they're unmotivating goals, those are gonna be the times that you just don't do them. So what I would suggest is kind of Quentin Tarantino style, starting at the end, is draw out your best self for the end of the year. Like, what does the ideal you, what does that ideal situation, and why are you even trying to achieve that goal? Like, there's got to be an underlining reason. Like, I want to run a marathon. It's like, well, why? It's like, well, I want to be in the healthiest shape possible. Well, guess what? That's the goal. That should be what you said. And then take the time for whatever it is. I want to learn a foreign language. Well, it's like, why? It's like, well, I've always wanted to go to Paris. Cool. Then that's the goal. And what I want you to do is either draw it out physically or just envision it in your mind as vivid as possible, that goal. Like, let's use that one. I want to go to Paris. I've always wanted to go to Paris, and I want to learn French, obviously, so I can speak the language and be there. But it's like, what's the vision? It's like, well, I've always had that vision of just sitting at a cafe, in Paris at night, looking at the Eiffel Tower, drinking a coffee, and just enjoy. It's like, that's the vision. So make it as vivid as possible. What's it gonna feel like? What's it gonna smell like? What's the atmosphere? Is it, is it a busy night? Is there cars going by? I mean, as vivid as you can possibly make that final image, that's what you need to make. Because there's gonna be times where you're like, oh, I'm tired, and you're like, you know what? I really want to go to that. I want to be on that cafe street corner, and I want to be sitting there and doing it. And that's the image, not the, oh, I got to learn French because I said I got to learn French and I wrote it on that little notepad. Like, no, you got to make that best self image and as vivid as possible, which will keep you motivated, because willpower, it doesn't work. So unfortunately, there's going to be hard times, but if you have that ultimate image in your mind, I think that's really what pushes you through. For me, running the marathon last year, it wasn't to run the New York Marathon. It was to have my kids there and see, just some kind of like physical fitness thing that a parent could do, in their, middle ages. I wanted my kids to be able to be there and see their dad and always remember that and be like, you know what, it was so cool to see my dad, out running, and the atmosphere of the run. And that's what motivated me on those morning runs, not the concept of getting some medal or a t-shirt to say I participated in something that people think is cool. It was really just for that overarching goal of just showing my kids like what's possible if you have the determination to get out there and actually achieve your goals. So that's what I'm asking you to do, is today, sit down. It's only the third day of the year. Sit down and ask yourself, what is my best self? Like, what is the ideal thing that I'm going for? And draw it out. Like, what are you gonna look like at the end of this year if everything worked out? And guess what? With that, you're gonna find ways to make it happen. It's not gonna be easy. You wanna learn French? Guess what? You may be listening to French audiobooks on the way to work, or you may be listening on your break, or you may have to give up, watching that TV show you really like. But I think that if you have that mental image of that final scenario, the end of what it's gonna look like once you get there, all those hows and whats, those tactics that we use, they'll fall into place. So take the time today, write out the goals that you want, but then look at each one of them too and go like, is that the ultimate goal, or is that a tactic to achieve the ultimate goal? And then what's the ultimate goal? And then set that down. And then just give it your all. Let's make 2020 an awesome year. One of my goals was to have a bigger presence online with these videos, reach as many people. The goal ultimately being to reach as many people as possible, with the effort to just make people better, at just the best selves they can possibly be. So I plan on putting out a bunch more of these videos. Like, comment if you enjoy them. Hopefully you enjoyed the atmosphere. I kind of live in a cool wooded area. I hope to make them shorter. I hope to make them, you know, more energetic. Hopefully I can learn some editing skills this year. If I got any editors out there that can give me some tips, please hit me up. I'm a work in progress. But for anyone that was following my 2019 goals, I only achieved 6. I know they're lofty, but I only achieved 6. So this year, hopefully I can do a little bit better than that. I want you to get out there today and crush it. It's 2020, it's a new year. It is cool. It always is cool to kind of flip the calendar and kind of go, you know what, let's make this one the best. So let's really do that. Get out there, think about where you want to end up. What are you going to look like on December 31st, and why do you want to do that? And then guess what, we're going to go make it happen. So I'll see you guys next time. I'll put a link for the book of the month. It's actually called Best Self. I'll put that in the comments below, but I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I'll see you next time.